Hello everybody, I'm VGC and welcome to another video on my channel, and today we're going to be going through my competitive team that I've been using at the moment. This is the third video of this team. The next video I'm going to be doing on Regulation D is actually going to be a different team. So yeah, here's the rental code, it's at the top there, YK30HM. There's the team as you can see in game. And now I'm just going to switch to Pokémon Showdown to show you how that looks as well. So in Pokémon Showdown, we can see all of the spreads and the EVs for my Pokémon team, so let's have a look into that now. So here we have the actual spread for my Fluttermane. This is my Specs Fluttermane, which is hyper offensive. It has 177 special attack with the boosting modest nature and the 44 EVs, which makes it higher than the speed, so that when the sun goes up, then we get the boost from that. So boosting special attack and with Fairy Terror allows for Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt and Moonblast with choice specs to do insane amounts of damage. It does loads and loads of damage, and also it has a lot of bulk with 244 defense, 100 HP, only 4 special defense, which means we do die to 1 Fluttermane Shadow Ball most of the time. But hopefully we can either Terror or we can avoid that situation entirely. We're very physically bulky so that we can avoid things like... it does turn out that like this Fluttermane can survive a single Stomping Tantrum from a Guts boosted Ursaluna. So as long as it's the base 75 power version of Stomping Tantrum, we should be able to survive one of them. And it's just a very overall nice and bulky Pokemon. Does survive a lot of hits, and I mean, it usually does get 2-shot, but at the same time is still very nice and very useful to have. Next up we have my Amoonguss. Now I have 3 different Amoonguses I use and rotate between. This is my Terra Water one with Clear Smog, Pollen Powder, Pollen Puff, Rage Powder and Spore. Has Regenerator, Citrus Berry. You have to make sure the HP is even, so if we get hit by Ruination, then we could drop down to 110 and our Citrus Berry activates. With minimum attack, because don't want to take you down for foul play damage, I guess. It doesn't really matter too much for Amoonguss. We don't want to decrease our special attacks, we do use Pollen Puff and Clear Smog on our opponents. Not max defense, but like quite a lot of defense and then a little bit of special defense, so that Amoonguss can survive a lot more hits. This Amoonguss is very bulky, so we can hopefully survive a lot of damage, put things to sleep in Trick Room, and yeah, put things to sleep in Trick Room and then heal up our teammates and divert attacks or 2. It's very useful. Next is Urshifu Rapid Strike. So this is the water version of Urshifu. It has Mystic Water with Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, Close Combat and Protect. Surging Strikes and Aqua Jet get boosted 1.2 times by the Mystic Water, which is very useful, so I recommend that, and then Close Combat is very good coverage. I have seen that some people have been running like Choice Scarf with like Ice Spinner as well, which is another tech you can put onto Urshifu. And then for EVs we've got Max Attack, Max Speed with Boosting Speed, Jolly Nature, just so we can hopefully outspeed all other Urshifus, given that they aren't Choice Scarf. Next is Thunderous. Now this is Safety Goggles, Terra Ghost to avoid the fake outs, Safety Goggles to avoid powder moves from Amoonguss, so we can do things like Thunderbolt, Taunt, Eerie Impulse and Scary Face. Scary Face decreases the speed, very good for your opponents if they're a Tailwind team, or very good for your teammates if you're against a Trick Room team. Eerie Impulse stops special attackers, so things like a Fluttermane you can decrease special attack of, and that way my Fluttermane can survive it. Or alternatively you can like Eerie Impulse an Iron Bundle and does a lot less damage with its Freeze Dry. Taunt is to stop status moves from things like Amoonguss or Cresselia, or Hisuian Goodra with its Shelter. Thunderbolt is just good coverage. Admittedly you don't get anything into ground types, but everything else can take care of the ground type, so you should be fine. Now this is just a typical bulky set. You know, it's the recommended spread, max HP, max special defense and 4 special attack. Just to hopefully survive a lot of those special hits we get. And then we have Heatran, which is a Substitute Protect Heatwave Earth Power set with leftovers. Substitute's very good because it can just prevent damage. Now this would normally be Terra Grass, but I don't have enough Terra Shards, so we're using Terra Fire. And yeah, it's just max HP, max special defense, same as the Thunderous. It has Flash Fire here, which is very useful. And then finally we have my Iron Hands. This is my Trick Room Iron Hands with min speed minus speed nature, with max HP, max attack and 4 special defense. Now with max HP, even with no defense EVs and very few special defense EVs, this Pokemon does still survive a lot of damage. It can survive insane amounts of things, and when I took this to a local in Regulation C, it did survive a lot of hits as well. So we have that. It's Fake Out, Heavy Slam, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch and Drain Punch just good stab coverage. Heavy Slam for the fairy types like Anemoris and Fluttermane. And then Fake Out is just a good flinch things when we get in. And it's Terra Grass because of the Amoonguses. This is a Regulation CI in hand, so I may need to change this a little bit for Reg D. But this is what I'm running at the moment because Reg D is still pretty new. So now we're done with that, let's switch back to the actual game. There's the rental code, and now let's get into the battles. So, now into the battle. We are against a very common team by the looks of it, with Cresselia, Iron Hands, Selena as like a Trick Room element by the looks of it, and then Chi, Fluttermane, and Tornadus as like a Tailwind, faster element of the team. So, how are we going to beat this? If we're fighting against Trick Room, then Mental Herb is usually good. So, how can we... I think Thunderous Iron Hands is probably a good lead for that. Then Ursaluna is definitely good for Chi-Yu and Ursaluna. If they're running the fast variant, I guess Iron Hands still beats Fluttermane. And can Fake Out Chi-Yu. Thunderous can be good into Fluttermane, I suppose. I mean, not really good into it, but like wouldn't be too bad into it. Heatran. What can Heatran do? Heatran's weak to 1-2 their Pokemon. Earth Power takes care of Chi-Yu. Yeah, I don't know if I should go Fluttermane or Heatran here. I kind of want to go Fluttermane. So let's see what we get done here. I did record all these battles yesterday. However, my microphone wasn't working, so it's just game sound and not me voicing it over. So that's not great. Hey, there's Koraidon. Yes, there's Hands and Tornadus. So here's Hands and Thunderous. I know Fake Out will be higher priority than Scary Face. So what we can do is we can Terra Ghost and Taunt. But that doesn't really provide us with anything. So what we can do is we can Thunderbolt that. Or we can Taunt it. I'm going to Thunderbolt plus Fake Out. Yeah. Okay, there's the taunt from him. That's what we expected, because he's always faster than us. So we're going to Thunderbolt. That almost KOs. Now we can't use anything besides that now. Here's Hands. Hands is similar weight. Doesn't resist fighting, it does resist electric, so always Drain Punch on Hands is the best option there. He could switch Hands out into Fluttermane or switch Tornadus out into Fluttermane. That's going Sunny Day. Okay, it's Manual Sun. That's scary because Fluttermane and Chi really do benefit from that. This is turn 2 of Trick Room, I think. Not Trick Room, Taunt. So we should only have one more turn of it. There's Volt Switch. That's not the max special defense. That's not special, never mind, that's physical. Never mind, ignore what I said. That's max HP. The sleepy Fluttermane. Oh yeah, wait, I just realized that's really bad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna Thunderbolt that, and I'm gonna Terra, then Heavy Slam that. This does make me weak to Chi, which is really, really bad. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go. Thunder struck off the taunt. That's good. His hands. What can we do to neutralize them? So we could be... Gonna Area Impulse that. I'm gonna Drain Punch that. I imagine both Pokemon die here. Yeah, there's the flinch. There's the Dark Pulse. To be honest, that's not the worst thing that could happen. Although he used Dark Pulse instead of Flamethrower or something, so I imagine the Chi-Yu is actually Specs. So what we can do is we can Area Impulse that, and we can Dazzling Gleam. Because like Flustermane dies to Heavy Slam, I'm pretty sure. However, if we can just mitigate the damage done by Chi-Yu, we should be fine to survive it as Flustermane, even though we're not weak to Dark Pulse, but like we're not benefiting from it. It's Terra. I mean it's Terra Chi-Yu. Terra Hands Grass. Water. Okay, that's also not very good. Oh, wait, because he's Dark type. The Prankster. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should have gone for Thunderbolt on. Oh, no. There's Heavy Slam. Thunder Punch. He doesn't have Heavy Slam. We're paralyzed. Right, so, 49 is 90%. I believe it's like 60 odd. So say it's 60. 70? 70-ish? And we are 85. So I believe we do still outspeed on a close combat plus Dazzling Gleam here. I don't think he can take out both Pokemon. Yeah, we still outspeed. Cool. We win. GG. Nice one. Well played. GG. Let's go. Okay, so we're against a weird team. Iron Hand's weird. Ursaluna, Hisuian, Decidueye, Rabska, and Hatterene. So I want Iron Hands and Thundurus, and this, and I don't know what to go else. If they set up Trick Room, I can bring out Fluxbane and then decrease my own speed, I guess. Or I can bring a Moongus, but Moongus doesn't really seem too good, so let's just do this instead and see how it goes. We want to taunt or fake out the Trick Room. That covers for Covert Cloak and Mental Herb. With a Ursaluna. You are not getting Trick Room up. It's Mental Herb. Just gonna keep this in for now and just Thunderbolt that slot. Bang. Oh wait, I should have taunted it again. That was so dumb. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I have made a mistake. Oh, it's using Sideshow Bash. Okay, it's fine. Face Aid. And Thunderous is gone. Okay, that's not good. Actually, okay. I think this is going to be good. I'm kind of scared of a Facade, to be honest. But I'm fairly certain that Drain Punch plus Surging Strikes KOs everything. So, I'm also faster, so that's good. Well, Surging Strikes is faster. There's Ursaluna's Protect. Okay, that's fine. So he's gone for Trick Room. He's not getting Trick Room off. Ideally, we could have gone for Ursaluna with Urshifu and then Weirdeer with Iron Hands, so that we would definitely get both KOs, but it's fine. Because they can't set up Trick Room, so they are just slowly dying to their own Flame Orb. They will have Cresselia come out, which does also have Trick Room. And can heal Ursaluna. They do not, so it's Iron Hands. Okay, so they're going to go for Fake Out. Shiny. The easy option here is, I would usually search interested, right? They can Fake Out or they can just Thunder Punch. I am not really scared of a Thunder Punch. Yeah, let's Fake Out. That's fine. Here's Drain Punch. That should get the KO after the 2 burn chips. Which is kind of interesting. Like, it did like 45%. So we just needed the extra like 10% from the 2 burns, which was useful. There's Hatterene, so they could have bought out Hatterene to save. Okay. Well, now they can't activate Trick Room with it. It's shiny as well, which is really nice. So we can Heavy Slam and we can Detect. I don't want to Detect. I want a Surging Strikes. I want that thing gone. I do not want Trick Room set up. I know we're faster, so we should be fine to just Surging Strikes, get some good damage down. Even if we do get KO'd here, it won't be the end of the world. Unless they Terra Water their Hatterene. Oh, the Terra Iron Hands. Terra Flying, okay. That's fine, unless they have Terra Blast. But I don't see why they'd run Terra Blast and Iron Hands. Yeah, we don't quite get the KO. I think if we Terra Watered, we probably would have. Yeah, there's Thunder Punch. That gets KO. That's fine, to be honest. Because now we just KO Hatterene. Yeah, now we Thunder Punch the Iron Hands next turn and get the KO and win. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, we also have Flutter Mane, which can Thunderbolt. Which is just overall good. Doesn't quite get the KO, but there's Thunder Punch. We're completely min speed, so they must be as well. And they're shiny. That's very rare. Like, very, very difficult to get. Especially since you have to find Iron Hands. Weird. Anyway, on to the next battle. Right, so here we've got what looks like another Trick Room team with Moltres. They have a lot of fire. They have 4 fire types, so I think Heatran is actually really good here. Which is really good for me. Thunderous. I think I'll lead Thunderous Hands again to prevent Trick Room. I'll have Heatran. And I think I'll take... Don't know if I want Urshifu or Fluttermane. Fluttermane is kind of resisted by all the fire types, so yeah, we'll do that. Because at least we can hit them with fighting type moves. So yeah, this is going to be good. Heatran in the back is very good for like switching Pokemon in. Because we have 2 Pokemon in the back that are immune to their attacks. Terra Hands is really bad here. There we go, so Moltres and Torkoal. Oh, shiny Moltres, he looks like a rolled chicken. Does Moltres get Tailwind? I think it does. I mean, it would make sense. So I'm going to do that and that. They're terroring one of their Pokemon already. It's Torkoal. Terra Fire. So it's going to be Eruption, I imagine. There's Fake Out. There's Taunt. Fire Blast. Oh no. That's quite a bit, to be honest. Torkoal flinched. So I'm going to Eerie Impulse that. And I'm going to Thunder Punch that. Just going to try and minimize the damage Torkoal does. There's Fire Blast. There's quite a bit. There's Thunder Punch. Gets a KO. That's 2 times the Sun. Now Eruption comes out. Might get double KO, to be honest. Doesn't make it, that's fine. That's why we did the Eerie Impulse there, to stop Iron Hands from dying. Because he's now -2. Gonna bring out Heatran here, because Heatran isn't threatened by Torkoal. I know Torkoal does get Earth Power, but is -2 as well. So there's their Heatran, okay. They can't Terra, so we can just Earth Power plus Drain Punch. And it's not Air Balloon. We didn't get the Air Balloon prompt. The opposing Heatran acts first, and they get the KO. That's really bad. Although Hands is definitely faster than Torkoal, so they don't die to that. That's really annoying. But we do get to recover quite a bit, so there's Clear Smog. Right here is Urshifu. I do want to go for Aqua Jet onto Heatran here, plus Drain Punch. I'll put it into Heatran, but I imagine it's just going to go into the Torkoal. Yeah, there's Aqua Jet. Drain Punch, does decent damage, get some recovery off. Eruption. Clear Smoke doesn't decrease your stat drops, but you're still -2. Meowscarada. That's not great, to be honest. I think a Detect plus... How much sun's left? 1. So yeah, we can Detect, and we could Drain Punch here. Let's Flower Trick onto... come on. Yes, awesome. There's Drain Punch. Does good damage, we heal back up, so that Torkoal doesn't get the KO with Eruption. Oh, it's Heat Wave. Does it miss? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Still nowhere near enough damage. Unless we get burnt, we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. So now what we can do is we can Surging Strikes the Torkoal, and we can Terra Grass Drain Punch the Meowscarada. And the reason for the Terra Grass is just to basically ensure that we can't die from Flower Trick. Because now we're resisting Grass, as opposed to neutral, I think. And also it's kind of funny to Terra Grass against the Fire type team. Oh my god, it actually worked! No way! No way! That was... I did that like semi as a joke, but like that actually worked really well. that was good. That was good. And then there's Drain Punch. I think we played around to Torkoal really well then with the Eerie Impulse. And I think that's it for the battles, I don't know. So that's going to be it for this video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. This is the team I've been using. The paste and the rental code should be down below. The rental code is also on screen right now. This is the team I've made. It's not perfect, but it is very nice, and I have been winning quite a few games with it. So that's going to be it for this video, everyone. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.